Hello guys, welcome to Synapse 101, your weekly dose of neurology lectures and tutorials. This is part 2 of the lateral aspect of the gross cortical anatomy of the cerebral hemisphere. Today, we will discuss the lateral aspect of the parietal lobe. Let us identify some landmarks that separates the frontal lobe from the parietal lobe. So this is the central sulcus of Rolando. In front of it is frontal lobe and behind it is parietal lobe. After the central sulcus of Rolando, there is this postcentral gyrus, which is designated as Brodmann's area 3, 1, and 2, and that functions as our primary somatosensory cortex. It is where the following tracts are projected. Number 1, spinothalamic tract that conveys pain and temperature sensation. Number 2, dorsal column, medial lemniscus pathway that conveys sensation of fine touch, vibration, 2-point discrimination, and proprioception from the skin and joints. After the postcentral gyrus is your postcentral sulcus. The interparietal sulcus separates your superior parietal lobule from your inferior parietal lobule. The superior parietal lobule is involved with spatial orientation and receives visual input as well as sensory input from one's hand. The inferior parietal lobule involved in the perception of emotions, in facial stimuli, and interpretation of sensory information. Over the dominant hemisphere, which is usually our left hemisphere, the inferior parietal lobule is concerned with language, mathematical operations, and body image, particularly the Supra, Marginal Gyrus, and the Angular Gyrus. Let us focus on the lateral sulcus here, which is also called your Sylvian fissure, that separates frontal, parietal from your temporal lobe. If we follow the end of the lateral sulcus, you will end up with your supra-marginal gyrus. Supra-marginal gyrus is designated as Brodmann's area 40 for language perception. At the end of your superior temporal sulcus is the angular gyrus, designated as Brodmann's area 39, used for language, math, and cognition. We can identify here your parieto-occipital sulcus at the lateral aspect and will be more prominent in the medial view. So that's the end of the lateral aspect of your parietal lobe.